She is in the United States, and I am in China, but we are doing the same things and thinking about the same things. In February 1972, U.S. President Richard Nixon embarked on his historic visit to China, which not only opened a new chapter in Sino-American relations, but also became a major turning point in the global political landscape. In that turbulent era, 15-year-old Liu Ping was a young worker at a phosphate mine in Kaiyang of Guizhou Province, and she witnessed firsthand the profound impact of this historic moment. Watching the documentary where Tang Wensheng translated for Chairman Mao, Liu Ping developed the idea of learning English. In 2013, Nixon's grandson, Christopher Nixon Cox, led a group to China to trace his grandfather's historic ice-breaking visit. Liu Ping was involved in designing the details of the trip and accompanied the delegation as they visited Beijing, Hangzhou, and Shanghai, retracing Nixon's footsteps. Liu Ping can't remember how many times she has visited the Nixon Presidential Library in Yorba Linda, California. Each visit sparks a flood of memories.
This one is in color. It is the white-headed eagle. This is the national bird of the United States, the bald eagle. It symbolizes freedom, bravery, and strength. And this is the presidential seal. When the U.S. was founded, there were 13 states, 13 colonies, 13 states, and that's why this design incorporates 6 elements specifically related to the number 13. There are 13 olive leaves, 13 arrows, 13 stripes, 13 elements in total. Right, the cloud pattern behind, the auspicious cloud circle also has 13, and inside, there are 13 stars. Finally, there are also 13 Latin letters. This too has 13. The meaning is e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Apart from the 6 elements related to 13, there is one more aspect. Originally, when the design was created, the bald eagle's head was facing the olive branch. Because at that time, countries used military force to conquer. To defend their nation's rights, they used force, right? However, by 1945, under President Truman, he believed that to protect the people and strengthen the country, negotiation and peace might be better solutions. So, in 1945, the eagle's head was changed to face the olive branch, symbolizing peace. Then, in 1959, the 5 pointed stars in the outer circle were modified to include Hawaii. The final version was completed in 1959. So, this is the complete version.
Every picture, every detail resonates with Liu Ping. Scenes from that time play out in her mind, the blue and yellow tones of that era filling her thoughts, and occasionally a flash of red appears. That's the color of Mrs. Nixon's dress, the traditional Chinese red she carefully selected for her visit to China. You know, back then, Chinese people wore gray. There was hardly any color at all. So, if you look at many of those photos, except for the children, of course, we thought Mrs. Nixon was the most beautiful woman in the world. She was indeed stunning. In 1972, President Nixon's ice-breaking trip not only opened the door to Sino-American relations, but also shifted the world, greatly altering the global Cold War and international strategic landscape. In the current context of ongoing turbulence in Sino-American relations, the historical significance of that ice-breaking trip has become even more invaluable. 53 years later, Liu Ping often feels regretful, thinking that history's wheels wouldn't turn backward, but reality has proven otherwise. Liu Ping's New Year's wish for 2025 is to continue serving as a goodwill ambassador for international exchanges, doing what she can as an ordinary person, telling China's story well, opening her arms to embrace the world, and helping people from different countries, ethnicities, skin colors, and regions to enhance understanding and friendship through communication and dialogue. He says, "I may be small and unable to do great things, but I can be a grassroots ambassador of friendship."